Mr. Saurabh Datta, who is a senior manager in Invest India, Ms. Jayanta, who is also with Invest India as manager. We will be missing Ms. Malyaj Varmani. Suddenly there's a medical exigency, so she had to be away and she had to attend to some health problem. So she will be missing her. So I welcome all my distinguished faculties and also the PhD scholars to listen to these very distinguished people who are contributing to nation building in a big way. As you all know, the principal scientific advisor to the Government of India, Honorable Prime Minister, this office is the apex body which also drives the implementation of many policies and also many missions. And they connect with various science and technology ministry and also like Ministry of Science and Technology, DST, DBT, Earth Sciences, and also with DRDO, CSIR. So all the SNT today, what we have as an infrastructure, as the systems which govern the science and technology innovation today at national level is being looked after by Dr. Sood, Ajay Sood, and we are very honored to have him in our Amit University, Haryana at Manesha, and we were honored by him accepting our honorary doctorate. And so he said to founder president during the discussion, sir, Amity has to contribute in a big way to our mission in PSA's office. So you had one delegation visiting earlier. Now the second delegation is headed by Dr. Mohanty. After finishing meeting with Dr. Sood in his office, then I met him, Dr. Mohanty, and had a long discussion with him. And I was able to see the immense contributions he and his team are making today in the PSA office. So I thought it is an opportune time to invite him so that we will be, from Amity, we will be able to contribute to these national missions which they are driving in a big way. So welcome to Dr. Mohanty and also Mr. Saurabh and Jayanta. In spite of all your busy schedule, because he just finished a meeting. That's how he got delayed by about half an hour. And we are really sorry that we kept you waiting for some time because they had a very urgent meeting which they can't walk out of. Now, a brief introduction about that. He is currently the advisor and at the position of Scientist G in the cadre, research cadre, science cadre. This is one of the highest positions. So he is Scientist G as well as advisor in the office of the PSA. Concurrently, he also holds a principal scientist position in the ICAR Institute of Soil Sciences, which is in Bhopal. And this is an institute which looks at the soil health and how do you do precision agriculture, look at the health, soil health, how do we improve it, enrich it. So all that area, and his PhD is from the Queensland University in Australia. Again, a highly reputed institution which does agriculture in a very technology-based agriculture. And so looking at this simulation, modeling with various parameters so that the agricultural yield can be increased with sustainability as a focus. So he has 22 years of experience and his agriculture system modeling is one of the core areas. And how do you model the agriculture yield, looking at the climatic, agroclimatic factors, soil health, microbial technology, every factor putting together. And he has done the modeling. And also the crop growth simulation. This is a new thing which he has done, a technology for simulation. How can you simulate so that everything you need not, before you do it on the field, can you do it on a simulation and modeling? So that is his core area. Then soil quality assessment, he has used besides the conventional methods, He has also used hyperspectral analysis methods. The latest modern technology is hyperspectral analysis, remote sensing. So these parameters he has used. Say, for example, if the crop requires water, how much is the soil, the dryness, hydration of the soil, and how much quantity you require in the soil for this crop. So all that he has been able to do that. Similarly, he has also done the precision agriculture. How much fertilizers have to be, which deficient, which the minerals. So all that is immense contribution. But now, more importantly, he is driving a very important mission. Is an international year of millets. So the government of India, as you have seen in the news, that the Honorable Prime Minister has launched international year of the millets, and India is doing it in a big way, and he is looking after that mission also, millet mission. So Dr. Mohanty, we have invited some of the agricultural scientists who is also a specialist in soil health, and Dr. Nutan Kaushik is the DG who is looking after this. She is here. And we also have another important area which is driving is waste to wealth. Waste management, a growing country covers with 1.4 billion people population, and how the waste management becomes a big challenge. So he is looking at the waste management and how do you convert waste to wealth? It is just not only throwing out the waste and disposing it off. How do you get the wealth out of it? That program, that mission he is driving in PSA's office. Then Swasth Samroh, Sarthi Samroh is another mission where tips are also given to various deserving people. So I can go on talking about his responsibility, his achievements, but I will stop here and I will introduce the other very important visitors, Mr. Saurabh. Saurabh Datta is a senior manager in Invest India, and he is also a Shell Scholar, which is a very prestigious scholarship you have won, Shell Scholar. And he has experience in research, engineering, project management related to water resource management, circular economy, sustainability. So these are the domains Mr. Saurabh has really made a great impact. So we welcome you, Mr. Saurabh, with us. And I'm sure your participation and guidance will go a long way to look at how do we contribute in this water resource management, circular economy, and also sustainability. Jayanta, we also welcome you with us. I'm happy to announce that she is from Amity University, who is now working with Invest India. 5 years, Amity Institute of Biotechnology. Let's welcome our alumnus who is here, Jayanta. I was very happy when she said that I studied here. Then I asked, what is it that you did? Then she said, biotechnology. So 5 years she has spent here, and welcome to your own alma mater. So she could be a very strong connect between PSA office and us, but she said that I want to connect Amity University in a big way with PSA missions, as well as Invest India, which has got tremendous resources. Financial grants are available. So all that Jayanta will guide us how to go about. So, but Dr. Mohanty and friends, I have just requested all the senior colleagues to be there, because initially Mohanty was telling that we'll have a small group discussion, but the Honorable Founder President said, such a eminent person coming, and the person who is driving such a great mission in PSA office and at the national level, we should have the benefit reaching out to a larger population. So that is why we changed the venue, and also we invited more people who are relevant to your program, so that, I mean, this shows the keenness of Founder President and also Amity group, not just only Amity, because there are many people who have joined online. At least more than 100 people are online from different campuses, because Amity today has 12 universities in India, 18 campuses abroad. So many of them are there in the online, because they can also contribute. Amity Group, which has a pan-India presence, global presence, would like to contribute to your mission. So that is why the scope of our deliberations also we increased it. So with this, we, on behalf of Founder President, Dr. Ashok Chauhan, I must say a few words about the founder, because that is because of him, he's a magic man. And Midas touch, with the Midas touch, whatever he initiates, it becomes a great success. Success by compulsion. Whatever we do, we should succeed. And he has done it in his life. He is MSc in chemistry from Meerut University. Then he went to Germany to do his the doctoral program in chemical engineering. Then, having studied there, he became a owner of a R&D division. Then he has bought a number of industries there, the polymer technology, engineering, every sphere. He lived there for almost 30 years, 3 decades, and he became the largest non-European investor in Germany. So when that reunion happened between East and West Germany, then the Chancellor of Germany used to say that I brought political stability to my country, but here is a man, Dr. Ashok Chauhan, and he brought the economic stability, the economic prosperity for Germany. He employed more than 6,000 Germans. So and for him, it is science, technology, innovation is Junoon, is his passion, is his life. He breathes innovation. So that is why he looks into each and every nitty-gritty of the program. So even today's program, we invited the right kind of people to interact with you. So I'm sure that you'll see that you will be enriched, and we will be enriched a lot through your gracious presence and participation. With this, once again, a welcome to all the distinguished members of the delegation. I now request Dr. Mohanty to say a few words. Then we will start introducing. So while introducing, just mention briefly about your core competence, how you will be fitting into the schemes of his research, sustainability, and also waste to wealth, waste management, and many, many more programs, including the agriculture, sustainable agriculture, climate resilience. So these are his domains in which he's spearheading the PSA office, the national missions. So over to you, Dr. Mohanty. May we now request you to say a few words. Yeah, that's right.
Right. Yeah. So good afternoon, and thank you very much, Dr. Sabamurthy. I was not expecting this actually. In fact, I thought, okay, it will be a closed door meeting with a few people, and now I realize, a large number of people are waiting for me. I'm very sorry being late to this venue. What would I say? Yes, definitely. I'm happy to be here and ready to discuss many issues and challenges that we are facing, and through the mission Waste to Wealth, as well as maybe a bit of millet, because millet mission is directly related to Ministry of Agriculture, and they are looking after these things. But being at office of the PSA, we have also some kind of a responsibility to take many missions forward, whatever challenges they are facing, and we are the facilitator and advisor to all the ministries and the government of India. So thank you, and I don't want to introduce myself because Dr. Sabamurthy has told many things about me. Yes, definitely by profession I am an agricultural scientist, and now working as advisor at the office of the Principal Scientific Advisor to Government of India, and looking after not only Waste to Wealth mission, upcoming missions also. Maybe just I want to mention a few, which is one is biodiversity mission. That is also one of the missions in the office of the PSA. Then the upcoming One Health mission, which is also coming up. And next is your livelihood mission. These are all 3 missions which are coming, maybe in a month, 5 or 6 months of time. We'll have all these missions run from the office of the Principal Scientific Advisor to Government of India. That's all at this point of time now. So just let me have introduction from our others and see. So thank you very much. Thank you for the invitation.
Thank you. Saurabh, would you like to just say a couple of words, and then Chaita? And then we'll start the discussion.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, thank you for those very wonderful words of introduction that you all have already made about me, and I really don't have much to add. Just to that, just as Dr. Mohanty was just mentioned, I'm quite intimidated by this very esteemed faculty that is present here. I wasn't expecting it. I was just expecting a small meeting with people, but thank you for coming here, and I feel privileged to be part of this meeting, and just look forward to the discussions. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Saurabh. Ms. Jayanta.
Hi, very good afternoon to everybody. It feels really warm to come home. And thank you, sir, for your warm words and about and out from in this meet. Thank you.
Which year was your?
So I joined in 2013. I passed out in 18.
So let's give another clap to our alumnus once again. Thank you,
Thank you
Jayanta.
so much.
Now let me start with Dr. Nutal Kaushik, and after that Gopal Bhushan, then we'll go to this. Dr. Nutan is our DG of Amity Foundation for Food and Agriculture.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon. And I'm very pleased to say that at Amity we work on not only for the technology development, but we also work with the farming community also from taking the technology. So in food and agriculture, we foundation is taking care of all the research and education, which is taking care in happening in not only at Amity University or Noida, but across all the campuses. We have 11 universities across India, 17 campuses abroad. So we do research, we do technology development, we do extension, and we not only for the the agriculture, but also the food. And waste to wealth is one of the key area where we are working on. So we are working on the food processing industry waste, how to convert them into value added products. Like for example, we have done, I'll just take a few minutes. We have done recently a EU project where we have converted this fish waste, like head and viscera. You must be knowing that head and viscera and skin and bones, they are not usually used, they're just discarded. Like 60% of the fish is discarded. So we converted them into protein hydrolysis, and from that protein hydrolysis, we have developed this ready to cook soup powder. So that is the protein. So because we are protein deficient, and we are developing the protein from the waste, which is not usually used. And similarly, from skin and bones, we also isolated the gelatin and then developed the low fat chicken meatballs. So that is these are examples. Besides that, we are also working in many food development. Then climate resilience is area we are working on. Then in we are collaborating with Dr. So with and then recircular economy, we are yes. Sorry. If we see the meat industry, they produce a lot of protein-rich wastewater, and because of the nitrogen content, it cannot be discarded directly into sea or the water bodies. So we have developed a process for removal of this high protein and content, and so that it can be recirculated in the same industries and then can be again discharged into the seawater. So these are few things which we are working on, but I will send you the details through these things. So my colleagues are also here. They will also introduce about the work they are doing. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Notan, because it's a very important area that from the fish waste, how you can generate wealth, proteins, minerals, vitamins, particularly vitamin A, flavonoids, so all that she is isolating and converting that into wealth. It's really fitting into the program which you are talking about. I would like to inform founder president has joined right from the beginning, and because this is a program which is really close to his heart, and anything on science and technology is the highest priority for him. So thank you, founder president, for joining us and also giving us the margdarshan how to go about in also bringing the best people, the talents for discussions. Now, Dr. Gopal Bhushan is the one who has developed this very close contact with PSA office. even his meeting earlier with PSA, and also today Dr. Saxena is here he was at DRDO lab, and now he is the fellow, distinguished fellow with PSA office, and he has come to give lectures with ITech. Would you like to mention Gopal? And this delegation is also, he has coordinated. Thank you.
No, it's nice to meet you again, Dr. Monoranjan, and I also welcome our two guests from University of India. Dr. P.K. Saxena is here. We are running a course which is called ITEC, sponsored by MEA for foreign participation. So we have invited him for 2 talks. He's going to have one just started already, one is little after tea break. So, lately we have developed good relations with PSA office. We had Dr. K.K. Bagpat also sometime back. So the idea here is to work closely with you and see where we can contribute to the national missions. Thank you. Welcome once again.
Dr. V.K. Jain, and then we'll bring it to Admiral. Dr. V.K. Jain is a very distinguished scientist who is a great innovator who has brought many innovations related to water technology, energy from wastewater. Over to you.
Most important, we have taken agrivoltaics. That project came from the Prime Minister level. When it was selected out of 50 technologies, 2 were selected, and one was this about 4 or 5 years back. And we have installed in MIT campus a 12 kilowatt agrivoltaic farm, where on average you will calculate can earn 10,000 rupees per month extra apart from the crops. And overall solar pump cleaning system has been mentioned clearly by Fraunhofer reports internationally. So internationally, this project is well known, and we have studied, as the question was raised by the Honorable Prime Minister, that what is the effect of the shadows on the shell crop. That we have studied. We have done complete modeling. Our 2 students, they are doing complete PhD on that. So this is one in the agriculture farm. Another one, waste to wealth. We have generated the electricity from the wastewater that we have taken from the drains, Kalandi Kundala water, and just put 2 electrodes. We are getting a very good amount of electricity. And you can see in our lab that one room is completely illuminated with this light, with this electricity. And the beauty of is that when we are using this electricity, the water is automatically clean. So as soon as the water is clean, the electricity will go. We have to change. Those we have tried also in different pots, and it is going a very good amount of electricity. Now the recent trend from this one, that it is, we are not giving any material from outside, anything, and the life of the electrode which we have designed is very, very long. The major point which is coming very recently, that using this electricity, we can generate hydrogen. Without cheapest hydrogen we can generate. So we are trying to find out how we can use this one. So generating electricity from the wastewater, then we are cleaning, and then water, and then we are getting hydrogen. So this is an important area on that. Apart from this, from the waste, we have also used fly ash. In the same way, by putting 2 electrodes, we are getting a good amount of electricity. Third thing, we have made water purification a small tea bag type device only. You just shake like in a glass of water for 1 minute, it will clean the complete microbial contamination. This we got all about from the Royal Academy of London, and this is a very low cost. You can use 4,000 times, 5,000 times. So many researchers we have. Recently, we have developed 2 complete equipment. Only last week it has come based on our own theory, and we are going to, it is a commercial model has come. One is a water testing, another is in a very important equipment in solar industry. So like that, we have many devices, many systems, and we have transferred about 4 to 5 technologies to the industry. Thank you.
Thank you. So I think this is yet another area where you can look at how do you generate electricity from wastewater. And then all that you need to do is that special electrode which he has developed. Then the same electricity, part of it can be used for cleaning that water. So it's 2 in 1. Deccan Waters have helped, have taken the technology for commercialization. Dr. V.K. Saraswat, member Niti Aayog, has interfaced with Deccan Waters, and now they are trying to scale up the whole process. And now, Admiral Bhatnagar.
Good afternoon, Dr. Mohanty. Most Hearty welcome to you to Amity. My name is Rear Admiral Alok Bhatnagar. I am the Deputy Director General at International Affairs Division. So I'm not a scientist, so I will not have such good words and stories to tell. But suffice to say that to be in touch and listen to learned people like you, especially those who are in touch with the ground literally, it's always a pleasure and very knowledgeable for me. Thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Datta, MK Datta.
Okay, so good afternoon, Dr. Mohanty. I'm MK Datta. I'm basically a computer scientist. First of all, I'll take 1 minute to tell that, coming over here, I'm very happy to see some of my old colleagues like Dr. Nutan, Tanu, Mona Lisa. I'm seeing those faces after a long time, and that gives me enough happiness. I take the opportunity to express my happiness, and I can see Dr. Modi and so many people. So that gives me a lot of energy once again. Okay, I'm basically a computer scientist. I work in the area of artificial intelligence. So we look forward to anything, sir. Anything which can be computationally modeled, let it be artificial intelligence, or we take let's say from the sensors. If we have data for processing, our Honorable Chancellor is keen to develop a core AI center over here that will have good processing, machines like DGX2 very soon. So in case we can collaborate. You mentioned hyperspectral imaging. So that is one area where the temporal and the spatial informations are available for exact localization of events. So anything that comes in the domain of computing, especially artificial intelligence, let it be two-dimensional computer vision, a time series signal, or any informatics, any prediction model, any diagnostic model. I think all these things are going to play an important role in this area as well. So anything diagnostic, anything that is predictive model, we're open for that, and we have adequate manpower, and hopefully we'll have adequate resources also to carry forward those kind of important, meaningful research. Thank you, sir.
See, this is a very important center of excellence which we are developing. Founder, President, and Chancellor Dr. Atul Chauhan. This computing power is going to be tremendously high. So we are buying such a high power computation, and also the data science we are developing in a very strong way because we have already inherent strength in this area: data analytics, data mining, data purity, and then now using that, the AI platforms. We want to look at application in agriculture, health, the energy sector, everywhere is coming in a big way. So that is why Dr. Datta is a specialist in this field. Dr.
Very good afternoon, Dr. Mohanty. And it's really nice to hear you have done your PhD from University of Queensland, whom we also share a very strong relationship. We have a dual degree program with the University of Queensland, where 2 years they can do it from India in BTech, and last 2 years they can do it from Queensland. We have a master articulation, and we are coming up with dual degree in PhD program also.
So which campus? The students are going to Brisbane?
Yeah,
St. Lucia campus?
Yeah, they're going to Brisbane. Okay. A wonderful campus, and we have a lot of students there in that campus. As per our engineering, we have 5,000 plus engineering students. We have bachelor program in artificial intelligence, data science, cloud computing, cyber security, civil, electrical, electronics, mechanical, and we have master and PhD program also. As a human value quarter, a lot of activities our engineering students are doing, working on zero waste management and many other technology and various platforms. They're working together to see that how technology can play important role when it comes to agriculture and IT together. So I'm sure we are going to discuss and deliberate, and we look forward to have few good problems where we can work together to make an impact on the society. Thank you.
Here we are also focusing on internationalization in a big way. Yeah. So there is a separate directorate of the internationalization. So he also supports and promotes internationalization.
Program.
Exactly.
So that's in engineering or?
No, all disciplines. All disciplines. So we have study abroad program, we have 3-continent program, and Founder President wants every student of Amity should have an exposure abroad. So yes, that changes, broadens the views, perspectives, etc.
Yeah, actually, you keep having a strong research, base. So if you can harvest that, then great thing actually you are doing. The top in the world actually in overall science side within 30. So this is the good opportunity that you are having a collaboration and dual degree program with them.
And we are going to come up with dual degree on PhD. Then we can share few problems which you wanted
Yes.
to be solved by research.
PhD also very strong PhD students from that university. They finish in not in 3 or 4 years. They take than that also. Sometimes they think about that also. So,
We have a collaboration with them. We
yeah, good.
dubbed
That
them some
I am happy
collaborative
to
projects.
learn that, and because being alumnus of that university, so that indirectly
We are
we are
connected
indirectly
with
connected with you all also. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Dr. Modi?
Yes, I'm Dr. V.K. Modi, head of Institute, MIT Institute of Food Technology. So we at present very few important projects what we are working on. One is the onion waste from industry, onion industry. Lot of onion waste is generated.
Yeah.
So we have succeeded to extract some valuable compounds, which are highly microbial, antimicrobial, and antioxidants. So those two properties we are using for the product development. And another project, it is on the waste from pulse industries, that husk or that is generated from the pulse industry, that we are trying to use it in the food product development. So that also has some essential amino acid which fulfills the requirement of our daily nutritional requirement. And another projects on the millets, we have developed a few snacks product from the millets, and we are targeting to develop some multi-grain type from millets by supplementing with regular flour. And we have developed some millet bar which we have validated in one village under one project on the nutrition, where we found really that the iron or hemoglobin content of the pregnant woman or lactating mother, it is significantly increased by feeding for only just for 40 days, that millet bar. So that success we got, and that technology is also, it is ready for the transmission. And another, that plant protein utilization for the product development, that is also, it is under, that work is going on. And we have used the millet flour in the development of various type of wafers in combination with vegetables. So that is another achievement, and that wafers, it is just equivalent to your potato wafers. But in potato, it is only starch and potato properties. But here we have incorporated a lot of nutrition. We are contributing that nutrition to the children. We are targeting for that, instead of high fat, low fat, high fiber, iron rich and zinc rich. That wafers we have developed by various type of the technologies. And then traditional fermented food from our millets. That is already it is there, that process in the village. So that we have validated, and that the process it is optimized, and the technology is ready for that. And in all these projects, all the other PhD projects, and students are working, and technologies that what we are developing from out there. Thank you.
This could be another area, Dr.
Yes.
Mohanty, which we can look at. Dr. Smita Sahu, are you there online? Yes, Dr. Smita Sahu has just joined us. She is the chief of our IPR, Intellectual Property Rights, and she has been filed more than 1,000. What is the score today? Just press that. Make it on.
Good afternoon, sir. With the vision, mission, and mandate of our honorable founder, present sir, to realize Amity University amongst the topmost in research innovation, I, Dr. Smita Sahu, serving at in-house IPR cell, and we're extending all possible functional and structural support to our innovators and scientists. And as on date, sir, we have filed more than 1,880 patent applications. We are also extending and expanding our IPR portfolio by filing a number of copyrights, trademarks, industrial designs at the same time, which our Directorate of Innovation and Technology Transfer are leveraging for societal benefit. And for this continuation of our contribution, the Government of India, Ministry of Commerce, has acknowledged Amity University as a topmost in filing and commercialization, and been awarded with the National IP Awards 2020. Also, the CII has acknowledged with an Excellence Award. Questel has also acknowledged Amity's contribution, which further motivates our determination to contribute in a mission mode, so that we may Honorable Prime Minister's vision to be amongst the top 25 in Global Innovation Index. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
She just finished one hearing of the patent attorney and then rushed back to meet you. So
what are the results?
What was the result? He's asking.
Okay.
Very good, very good. Let's clap for Smita. Now, Dr. Amit Karkwal. Thank you, Smita.
Hello, sir. I am Dr. Amit Karkwal from Amity Institute of Microbial Technology. So we are working in the area of plant microbe and microbe-microbe interaction for sustainable agriculture. We have developed novel fungal root endophyte and its consortia-based formulation for enhancing crop yield and imparting resistance against biotic and abiotic stress. We have developed 2 technologies and transferred to 5 companies, including one in Taiwan. And these technologies are also launched in the market in India and they are being sold to the farmers for enhancing the crop yield. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
See, this is really taking care of soil health, because they are looking at a consortium of microbes which can improve the soil health. He was telling that this is a very important area. So please liaise with him. Guru Kap Shukla. The founder president has started a directorate of outcome, because he has made many missions. This is a very important mission which he is heading. Mission Connect, Mission Synergy, Mission Outcome. So he is driving Mission Outcome.
Good afternoon, Dr. Mohanty. I'm Group Captain Shukla. This is a unique idea which our founder president has developed, that whatever we do, there should be a positive outcome.
Keep it close.
We spend a lot of energy, time, man hours for even meetings like this. So something solid should come out of it, and it should be sustainable. So there are a lot of events taking place, a lot of things taking place in all the Amity universities. We try to keep a track and get the outcomes, and we share those outcomes with all the other universities so that they also know and they get inspired. Incidentally, this point which founder has initiated has also been taken up in the PMO, and they are also working on the basis of outcomes. Thank you.
Thank you. And Dr. Srivastava.
Good afternoon, Dr. Mohanty and your team, esteemed team. Welcome to Amity University. I'm heading Disability Foundation, Developmental Disability Foundation here. Just I'm trying to explore in what way we can be connected. I think under your health mission, we can definitely think of anything for perinatal, postnatal, and prenatal mothers and expected mothers. How can she produce a healthy child? Thank you, sir.
And in fact, he was in Rehabilitation Council of India for a very long time, almost 3 decades. He served in a very critical senior position. Then founder said that this is a place where he can integrate psychology, neuroscience, and the special education. So all that he's looking after this. Thank you, Dr. Srivastava. Dr. Hridesh.
Hello, good afternoon, sir. I'm Professor Prakash and heading the Amity Center for Translational Research, which we have recently, inaugurated and installed. So the mandate of the center is to develop the next generational immunotherapy approaches for the latent infection and cancer. We are also developing the, palliative strategy for managing the chronic inflammatory disease. For example, inflammatory bowel disease, Crohn's disease. And we are actually validating a couple of, drugs targets that we have identified by our basic research. So the idea is to contribute 1 or 2 technology in next 5 years and develop our in-house developed technique for the managing the cancer, targeting the cell-based strategy, particularly cell-based immunotherapy. So that is our mandate. Yeah.
Thank you. I want to inform you, the Invest India team also. Now, Amity has achieved so much in publication, 35,000 research papers in journals of repute like Nature and Lancet, New England Journal of Medicine, Cell, and so on. Then we have also filed patents, 1,880 patents now. But now the focus is translation. So we said, founder president has put 2 goals. One is every research should culminate either in solving a problems of a society, or it should generate wealth to the country. $1 trillion economy we are talking, Prime Minister keeps talking about. So these are the 2 ultimate goals. The translational center, which has been established, is the very important step in that direction. So that will connect with various faculties who have scientific leads, prototypes. How do you translate them into a deliverable product, technology, process? So that is what this center does. Dr. Sangeeta.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Dr. Sangeeta from Amity Institute of Organic Agriculture. So our institute works on development of organic input, which can replace the use of chemical fertilizers and pesticides. So recently we are working on the project which can be used, in which we are working how we can convert the organic waste into organic input. Other than this, we are looking for the plant rhizospheric bacteria, which are present in rhizosphere of the soil and which help in plant growth promotion and better immunity development among the plants. Thank you.
Thank you, Sangeeta. Now I move to this side. Dr. Chakravarti, would you like to make a brief remarks? And also Dr. Neeraj. There are in the science, the founder has created a science technology war room, SLT war room. That means we have to move fast. Science, the speed is very important. It should be at hypersonic, supersonic speed, things should move. So in military parlor, he has created an SLT war room. There are so many warriors, you will see them sitting there. And no, not PhD. We have actually employed people to set schemes, circulate it to various campuses, and also drive the good quality proposals being submitted. Now, over to you. He will explain it better. Dr. Chakravarti.
Okay. You know, whenever we get a chance to connect the PSA's office, we really look forward very highly for that. Thank you for accepting Amity's invitation and be here. We become more optimistic when PSA's office advisor visits us along with the team from Invest India. It gives a signal. Science must make economic sense. And perhaps that is the role of PSA's office, to advise the highest office in the country how science, research, industry can be connected. And it little bit resembles with this office which I presently work for, that is Amity Foundation for Science, Technology and Innovation Alliance. Here also, as Dr. Silvamurthy was mentioning, we act as a SNT war room. And as some philosophers said, that tomorrow's war will be fought in the knowledge space. It will be not fought with the conventional weapons. So we try to exploit this knowledge. And that's why we have created very, very unique, I would not say scheme, but I would say some philosophy, which is making Amity a little bit different than the others. And that's why you can see Amity's ranking in the NIRF is growing leaps and bounds. So one of the things must mention is that, you know, we have been talking about brain drain, brain gain, brain circulation. You know, one of the scheme that is, I would say, that the brain gain, where Amity today is the university in the entire country. We all know there are 1100 plus university, but Amity today attracting the highest.
I would request all those who are online, please mute your mic. Thank you.
Highest number of this Ramalingoswamy Ramanujam Fellowship, which Government of India created to bring back our best talents from abroad. I'm happy to say that presently more than 40 Ramalingoswamy Ramanujam Fellows are in the Amity University, which is the largest number in any Indian university. So credit goes to Amity. And I would like to introduce you today, you know, one of the candidates, Ramanujam Fellow, Dr. Milan Bera. I think he's here with us and he's going to join. He has come from South Korea. He did his postdoc in Tokyo, Japan, and then to South Korea. And before receiving this Ramanujam Award from entire people sitting here, we must give a congratulations, Milan, to win this award, very prestigious. And it is more prestigious to us that he has chosen Amity to be his place of work. And for which I think credit goes to Mona Lisa as well, The header. Ranjan, Manali sir. No, it's also where the department which he has chosen. And this is only a beginning, I can tell you. You know, I am told that in next few weeks, 4 more Ramanujam are going to join.
Very good.
In addition to about half a dozen Ramalingo Swami. And for which I must give credit to the SNT warriors which you are talking about sitting different places. Shefali, Isha, Harjinder, Parul, everybody.
Yeah.
In that sense, they are the warriors.
This is because the platform you are providing, that's why they are getting attracted to such nice university.
And true. And if I see, when I see that Amity's growth in NIRF ranking, it goes exponentially because of the publication emerging out of these fellowships, in addition to the faculty.
Yeah.
So they are making a huge contribution, and we are grateful to them. Similarly, I think this is a platform through which we also have created many others. I think my colleague, Dr.
Thank you, Dr. Chakravarti.
So thank you.
Chakravarti, we brought him from CSIR as a very senior position looking after HR and also the international cooperation. So he was the chief there, coordinating these responsibilities. So now we have a formal MOU with CSIR. So we are also requesting him to be the interface.
Hello, I think Milan, you should say something about your experiences of returning.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Yeah, actually, to start a independent academic career, I think Amity is the best option to start your career. And for my previous experience, I have basically involved in to develop a different kind of synthetic methodology by using greener approach. If you see the market, basically drug market, whatever the marketed drug is available in the market, all are basically synthesized by using the batch made chemistry. Sometimes they used the higher temperature, higher pressure. That is not a kind of a sustainable chemistry. So I want to introduce a sustainable approach and also greener approach. That is basically the photocatalysis pathway. Basically, we want to develop by using different kind of wavelength of light, and we can create a new type of chemical bond, or we can break different kind of CC bond also. By using those idea, we can make or we can produce different kind of drug molecule in our laboratory. And thank you very much, our all of you, and also our founder president for giving me the opportunity. And also I am thankful to Professor Mukherjee for nominating me from this Click Chemistry Research Institute. And also thank you all of you.
Thank you. Welcome. We need more such brilliant brains. We also brought a very distinguished person from Ministry of Science and Technology, whom you may have known, Dr. Neeraj Sharma. He was Secretary of TDB, Technology Development Board, and driving many missions like Technology Enabling Centers and also innovation. Over to you. Can you also elaborate on B4 mission besides this which you mentioned and others?
Talk about B4.
Please.
Before I just
Yeah, you have mentioned. Okay.
So, good afternoon and welcome to MIT, Dr. Mohanty. I was a little confused about your name, Monoranjan Mohanty. I thought you are from DST, but apparently there's another Monoranjan Mohanty. So, in any case, welcome to this very important discussions which are going to take place now. And also the programs and projects which you are handling back there in PSA office, fundamentally on the millet mission of the Honorable Prime Minister, and other missions like Waste to Wealth. Where back then when I was in DST, we started a program on waste management technologies, also programs on water and water technologies and so on. So, apart from that, advanced manufacturing and so on. So these are key important factors, programs that we launched back then. Here in MIT, we are trying to strengthen the SNT system, the research and development system, also the technology development system. We are trying to assist the faculty, those who have just spoken here, to strengthen the science and technology research here. So you're welcome again here, and we will interact with you and try to see what collaborations we can do.
Thank you, Neeraj. We also have with us Dr. Ajay Kumar Singh, AK Singh, who was DG DRDO, looking after life sciences, He has also held many responsible positions in DRDO. So as soon as he retired, we also brought him over here. And over to you, Dr. A.K. Singh. How would you connect with our PSA office on these missions?
Good afternoon, sir. And it's our privilege to have you and your team here in MIT campus. Basically, we work for MIT as a facilitator to our researchers and faculty. How we can be numero uno in science and technology. And you have heard some of our esteemed faculty, what they are doing. MIT works on a huge campus. We almost touch most of the aspects in R&D. And I think I'll request you, because you are at the helm of the affairs, you look at R&D from the national and international perspective. You look at all of us from the height. So how you can, give us opportunity, or how can engage in the framework of PSA's activities, all the projects and programs which you are running. With the liberty of the chair, and if founder present sir is listening, I'll take 2 minutes. Because few months back, we used to look at private universities from far. Since I have joined, one of the tasks is I interact with the faculty. After interaction with the faculty, my perspective at MIT and about the faculty has phenomenally changed. If you talk to them, they come from the best of the affiliations. If you talk to them, they are very energetic, enthusiastic ideas. Then I was thinking that when I was in DRDO, people, they were doing. So in what way we can leverage, why we are not able to do so much as perceived. So I'll take liberty. I don't know whether I'm right or wrong, but I think the time has come that the potential which is embodied in the private universities, you from the PS's office, it is time that you give an impetus, kind of a preferential episodes once or twice, so that we push them. I think that is a great mass of researchers who can make, big change in R&D. You may like to consider, because we have to compete with the well-established, because the mindset in this country is that all top, I don't want to name those ICERs, IITs, they are best. They are best, I'm not saying. But can it be there that one boost is given to these universities? I think that is my perception. Thank you.
Yeah, please.
Yes. After listening to you, I would say that, one recently a program, I would say that we are making a policy decision on how to empower the young scientists of India. So this is one way I would say that what Dr. Milan Bera got a chance and opportunity to work this institute. Because when we talk about empowerment of scientists, we talk about the environment we provide, whether it's physical, mental, psychological. It is not about just giving them a lab and not allowing them to work, giving them all facilities, but don't let them do not have a say in the decision-making process. So these are all, small factors that are affecting, physically as well as psychologically the scientist. So that's why I'm leading that also from the office of the PSA, whether they are in the private sector or in the public funded institutions, whether they are from the tier 2 or tier 3 cities or institutions. Because according to me, actually, personally, if I say, we don't want to see the rich become richer and the poor become poorer in science. If you talk about, because you just mentioned a few institutions, they have the liberty, they become the center of excellence. and all those things, and they have every facilities. Because we want to, provide such kind of facilities to other institutions also. But there is a paucity of funding, all those things. But through empowerment and, letting the tier 2, tier 3 institutions coming in contact with the institutes of eminence and working together in any research area, that will empower them by coming in contact with a developed lab, learned scientists and peers and senior scientists who are working in these areas for so many years, maybe 20, 25, 30 years. So this is what actually we are doing, because this is the area, what we found, we are getting the best scientists through our selection procedure and processes. But by the time they spend around 8-10 years, and we don't see that the way they are contributing, they should do more than that. So we are finding the problems where actually it lies, and then we are trying to find out some workable or doable or implementable solutions, and that we are working on that. So this is one of the initiatives from this office with the PSA, and I am personally leading that. And we are halfway through, 75%. We have completed our task. Now the time has come to, maybe next 1 or 2 months, we'll come out with policy decisions, and that will present it. That definitely will empower all those young scientists in this country. So this is related to that, because you mentioned a few institutions. Yes, they're privileged, but we want to, empower the underprivileged ones. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Mohanty. I think AK, thanks for bringing this issue also. What he wants to convey the message is, Amity is committed to serve your mission.
Yeah, of course.
So use that as your extended arm, PSA office extended arm. You order us, you do this, we will do it in time with meticulous planning, execution.
Actually, from the PSA office, we don't see who is from private or from the government, because we consider everyone equally well. And I don't think we have ever thought or discussed about, because that's why, the PSA also joined you in your graduation ceremony in Manchester campus, because we have seen that, the private institutions in this country are contribute significantly in the science, technology, and innovation ecosystem. So, because when I see the people on my right, on my left, all from the big government institutions and innovators and scientists and professors, and have their, they're all renowned in their respective fields. And when you hire them and allowing them to sit here and discuss with all your students and upcoming researchers, definitely we are expecting something good, something better, or something best from this institution. So the number of IPR patents that you mentioned, that that's the result of all contribution from the scientists, the professors, all people sitting in this hall. So thank you, and big congratulations for that also. So thank you.
Thank you. Now, Dr. Tanujindan, she looks after our sustainability, environmental toxicity, safety, management. And over to you, Dr. Tanu. Well, your area is very close to his field, sustainability.
Yeah, thank you, sir. In fact, it's so nice to see you again, Dr. Mohanty. We just met in Rural Science and Technology Congress at Uttarakhand in Dehradun. So I was very keenly listening to your session and from PSA office. I also attended the additional session on solar energy, which was added last minute at 3:30 p.m. on the last day. So, in fact, I am in touch with PSA since a long time, since Professor K. Vijay Raghavan, and I have attended his Slack meetings regarding solid waste management and wastewater treatment. So at that time, we have given idea about one of the project which I have carried out on online trains in Delhi. I think we are the only one who are having, waste being carried out in unlined drains. Otherwise, it has been carried in big sewage pipes. So these unlined drains are directly meeting rivers, thus polluting rivers also. So in that project from Ministry of Earth Sciences, we have found that these have become a leaching point even for the groundwater because they're all saturated. So through that important recommendation and finding, we have given that we should decentralize our STP plants at the main sewer which falls into the drain. And the drains can be made a bioreactor. And decentralized STP plants can be run on their own energy efficient. So on that we are researching. And once we make these decentralized STP plants, the drains can only be used for rainwater harvesting. Thus, we can save our groundwater profile. We can also save our rivers. And once we stop putting in our rivers the waste, I think rivers can clean themselves in the next flow from Himalayas. So we have prepared a pilot project for those decentralized STP plants with the cooperation of Resident Welfare Association, some aid from government, and also CSR initiative. So I will share that pilot project with you so that we can, I also shared with other in the Slack meetings.
Thank you, ma'am. Yes, I want to add something here. In fact, before sitting here, I was thinking of sharing this STP plant and, waste to energy concept from the biosolids or fecal sludge, all those things. So maybe we are in the process of formalizing something on this. And because when you talk about waste to energy, the sustainability issue is the sustained supply of the raw materials. So this biosolid is a continuous supply. Unlike your agriculture waste, if you talk about rice or with something like the waste that are burnt, their availability maybe for 3 to 4 months, then sometimes that hampers also the running of any kind of enterprise or industry for managing or generating energy from the waste. But this type of biosolids, it's a continuous process. It's from humans, so throughout the year available there. The only one way how to centralize all those things and making it available regularly as well as getting energy. So this is the big concept coming up now. So we are looking for some technology and innovation that can be used in generating not only energy from this kind of waste, but also the manures that can be used for soil health. That's organic matter, that a big source of nutrients. And these nutrients are very much useful in for crop growth and production. And you were talking about the organic agriculture, so this could be the one source of manures for the plants. And since the human excreta or the biosolids are rich in protein, so we are expecting they are also rich in nitrogen. So this way they can supply good amount of nutrition to the plants. So I would like to request also, because I would like to request rather to look at into a greater perspective, because at community level, definitely yes. I also want to link this one with Jal Jeevan Mission. This is the mission we started in 2019 and will ending in 2024, 5 years mission. And from the office of the PSA, we are looking after this mission. This mission is from Ministry of Jal Shakti, Department of Drinking Water and Sanitation. They are evaluating some innovation technologies for drinking water and sanitation, and this they are actually in the mandate. And through this, we have evaluated few technologies that are applicable to rural community. It is not about our rural communities, and they are readily available for the states. So through the office of the PSA, through our mission Waste to Wealth, we have evaluated and handed over a few technology on drinking water sanitations to the Ministry of Jal Shakti, and now they are available for the states for the implementation. So, so these two things, they are related, and your technology, if they are scalable, they are actually economic and readily acceptable, then definitely yes. So looking forward to know more from you as well as from your technology, because definitely this will be in mass scale for biosolids to energy. This is particularly from the PM actually. This we have received. So I request, if you are looking forward some kind of research and you want to have a better technology at larger scale, then definitely yes. Please
So I'm
work
sure,
on this. Yeah.
I'm sure Dr. Tanu Jindal will follow it up very closely.
So this will be a win-win situation because this is also on the model of Singapore where solid waste is being treated like this and the compost is being given to the residents. So the treated water can be directed to the parks for the irrigation and the compost can be given to the residents and the parks. Secondly, we are also working with University of Western Sydney, Australia about making from food waste about chick feed. So that we have been working. And in sustainability and circular economy, we have identified several technologies. For example, in aviation sector, how we can reduce, fuel emissions. Then also waste to wealth, recycling of plastic, value-added products, from paper value-added products. So our students and faculty are working in various areas of sustainability and circular economy, and like in electronic waste industry also, recovery of gold, metals and all, and then again using them into the industry. So Apple is leading in that. So there is a lot of rankings also in circular economy, which industry has been giving.
Thank you, Dr. Tanu.
Yeah.
I think we will have close interaction. You can meet him, go to his office, we sit with him, what we can do to go with the program, his advice, then we'll move forward.
Thank you.
We are also joined by a large number of people online, like Dr. B.C. Das, Dr. S.L. Kotari, Dr. Madhusudan, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, and many more. Dr. Rumi Dev, Dr. Atul Thakur, Shalini Singh, V. Pooja, and also Basant Singh Shikarwar, Manoj Kumar, Dr. Shalini, Sunita Ratan, and many more. So, but then I will invite 2-3 of you who are online. So may I now request Dr. Kotari, who is the Vice President of ASTIF, before I go to the faculties here, I'll take you for briefly. Dr. Kotari, are you there? Can you just...
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. I'm Professor S.L. Kotari at MIT University, Rajasthan, Jaipur. We have been talking about different missions which Principal Scientific Advisor to the Prime Minister's Office is looking after. Millet mission is one of those missions, and International Year of the Millet 2023 has 3 major objectives: to create awareness about millets and to increase production of millets and also increase consumption of millets. We at Rajasthan, MIT Jaipur, are handling 2 major R&D projects on panicetum, pearl millet. Rajasthan is the largest grower of pearl millet, and these 2 projects have been sanctioned by DST Government of Rajasthan and also DST Government of India. And here, through biotechnological interventions, can we increase the production of pearl millet? Can in any way make this crop better adapted or better suited to climate change and water scarcity? And in that respect, we are looking at carbon nanomaterials and their role in increasing the tolerance to water scarcity and also increasing production. And we have got some very interesting results. In addition to that, I've been working myself and my group have been working for last 35 years on different biotechnological approaches to different millets. And besides pearl millet, Panicetum glaucum, we have been working on finger millet, foxtail millet, proso millet, kodo millet, little millet, barnyard millet. All these millets, which are small seeded cereal crops, we have developed technology for genetic transformation of finger millet and kodo millet at Jaipur. And this was the first time that we reported transgenesis in these crops. And using this technology which we have developed, we can further work on the production enhancement, quality enhancement, and adaptability of the millets to climate change. Dr. Mohanty's work on climate modeling and also on soil science is very well known to me. And 2 years back, when I was looking at his CV, which came to all of us for his election as Fellow of the National Academy of Agricultural Sciences, and he richly deserved that. And that's why he became Fellow of Agricultural Academy.
Let's clap for Dr. Mohanty. He's a fellow of Indian
National Academy of Agricultural Sciences.
Right. Very good.
At a very young age, he became fellow, sir. People take many years to become fellows.
Thank you so much.
So, Dr. Mohanty, we are very interested in the millet mission of the Prime Minister, and Rajasthan is very well suited for that. And we can focus on the biotechnological approaches to enhance millet production and also millet quality.
So, Dr. Kothari, we'll be expecting a very major program from Amity Group. You lead this, not only Amity University, Rajasthan, where you are now.
I want to add, thank you, sir. Actually, Sir Kothari, I want to say that you are doing excellent work on millets, but one more important thing is the processing of the millets. We don't have good technology for that. You know, that number of codes in some of the millets in the seeds. That is creating problems in, and they're small seeded cereals. So handling those small seeded and removing the codes. So maybe you may be looking after that. I would request that have some post-harvest technologies. Still, they're not matured enough in India, because India is the leading country in millets production. So we don't find this kind of technology in other countries also. So we're looking forward to see that, maybe Amity may develop some kind of equipments or maybe a machine for, processing of millets.
We will do that. Dr. Kothari, he has already given you a mission. Move fast on a mission mode and formally a project and send it to us.
Let me tell you, we have a very good food technology department here.
Yes.
And what you are telling, we will look into it, sir.
Okay, thank you.
May I now request Dr. Rajendra Prasad, another distinguished scientist of Amity University, Haryana. And he has developed a wonderful facility, biotechnology, molecular biology in those areas. Dr. Rajendra Prasad, can you unmute the mic and share your thoughts? How you would like to contribute to these missions in PSA office?
Sir, am I audible?
Yeah, please.
So, I must apologize because I am sitting in a very difficult situation. The connection is very bad. And so I'm not sure if I'm able to communicate what I want to say. Only thing is that I'm listening patiently, at least the audio part, that we need to do so much in our campus. And to cut short the whole thing, I would like that really, if he allows us, to I'll bring my team of some very bright scientists to really develop something worthwhile in a mission mode and then start this. This is a very relevant societal aspect which we really wish to do together in a mission mode. So give me this permission, maybe within few days we should meet and decide our trajectory of whatever we want to do it here.
You are most welcome to our office. Our office is open to everyone. So please visit us with your scientist, and we are happy to listen to you. And
he is a fellow of all the three academies: Indian Science Academy, National Academy of Science.
I don't work directly on this area, but this is very close to heart to all of us. Our campus is a zero waste campus, and we work on this. And scientifically also, we try to develop hybrids of yeast which can degrade these agricultural waste. And we were quite successful, and we had a European Commission project to do this at least 2 times in early 2000, 2002, 2003. And still the agricultural waste is a huge problem in front of us. And even to that extent, if we could contribute something, that will be wonderful.
Thank you. And now may I now request Dr. B.C. Das, if he is online very briefly. He is yet another distinguished scientist who has been a founder director in ICMR, and then he was director of Amity Center for the Biomedical Research in Delhi University. Now he is here in Amity University for the past almost a decade, driving the molecular medicine, stem cell research, and also health sciences here. Dr. Das? Maybe he is busy. And now one more person will take Dr. Madhusudan, who works on sustainability online. Then we come back to offline here in the campus, in our campus. Dr. Madhusudan, are you there? He is in our Trivandrum campus. We have in Kerala, we have a research center, and that works on sustainability. And also Uttarakhand, he is now trying to revive the spring, natural spring, which has gone dry. So,
Good afternoon, sir. Madhusudan here. I'm basically a climate change researcher and director of Institute of Global Warming and Political Studies, and involved in the research and analysis part of regional climate change and adaptation.
Yeah, please go ahead, Madhu.
Yeah, conservation of water resources, which right now Dr. Salmanji mentioned about the spring rejuvenation efforts in the Gadbal region of Uttarakhand, which was supported by National Himalayan Studies. And also I am right now working on a project on developing an early warning system for floods in two river basins of Kerala, which had floods in recent years, in consecutive years, and also on extreme weather events.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Now we come back to our hall. Dr. Mohanty Mukherjee, can you share your thoughts? You are already developing nano sponge for cleaning the wastewater industrial effluents. Just press that.
Hello. So we are Amity Institute of Click Chemistry Research and Studies. As you know, Click Chemistry got the Nobel Prize this year, and the first person who got after vision, I think, the second time for Click Chemistry, Barry Sharpless got for Sharpless epoxidation reaction. And this time he got again the Nobel Prize in Click Chemistry. And before that, our founder president has a visionary approach that Click Chemistry Institute should be started. So with his aim and with the blessings of Selvamurthy sir, we started in 2016, Amity Institute of Click Chemistry Research and Studies. The major aim lies in exploring innovative technologies and designing in the molecular scale for materials, especially I will tell biomaterials or phytocompatible materials or materials which have societal impact related to the potential having in energy, healthcare, environment. One such innovation I will tell that just now Dr. Kothari was telling, we have come up with materials waste to best. So Dr. M.K. Datta was a part of that work in green chemistry in 2019, which became the cover page of Royal Society of Chemistry. From molasses, we have developed carbon quantum dots or graphene quantum dots, which has imaging property and which can go to the deep tissue imaging. So near infrared region. Not only we have done up to that, we have used these carbon quantum dots, which can be an addendum as a growth factor or inducer for differentiation of stem cells towards cartilage. Mostly, although I'm not a stem cell person, but now I have worked with AIMS and we have filed a patent and we are going to get the paper soon in ACS Applied Materials and Interface. And I believe after my talk last week in Hyderabad, IICT, I believe that that can have the role for marketing for ZIPCO or Thermofisher, so that the costly growth factors and inducers which are required for the differentiation of stem cells, and mostly stem cells direct towards osteogenesis. But when we want to go for cartilage, especially the soft ones, so can we come up with a technology from waste? Because we are using garlic peels or say kitchen waste, and we are doing a technology, a strategy, which is hydrothermal carbonization. And in that process, we are trying to isolate the metastable states, which can inculcate new properties and directing the stem cells towards that chondrogenesis. So I am very hopeful, and I have also introduced a new technology, algal nanobionics, with the help of Dr. Manika Prakash Rai. She is my collaborator from the day we started our mission for this Nottingham University, which we got from Royal Society of Chemistry. We went as a distinguished fellow, and then we worked in algal nanobionics, and that we are using the nanomaterials, carbon nanohybrids, in a sustainable way to get the lipid and a different type of nanomaterials which are also having not nanohybrids but dots towards bioactive component, that is lutein. And lutein is used for eye treatment, and there are other bioactive compounds which has myriad applications. So best from west, using nanotechnology, and we try to give the mechanistic pathway, how this act as a Z scheme or photocatalyst to come towards products which are valuable for the society.
Thank you.
And we have a brilliant pool of scientists, Dr. Ranjan Patra, Dr. Shaikat Datta, of course, Dr. Milan, who will be joining us soon, Dr. Santu Bera, who has received Ramanujan as well as Ramalinga with us, Dr. Namitharan, SRS Fellow, Dr. Vivek Mishra, Dr. Pooja, and the person who taught me a lot of organic chemistry, I think Debolina, she's from Amity Institute of Biotechnology. We have come up with a new monomer and a polymer developed by click chemistry, which can have an edge for wound healing and diabetic wound.
Thank you. Now, Khatri, Dr. Sunil Khatri, we have a campus, Dr. Mohanty, at Tashkent. So he was looking after that campus for a long time, brought this from the basic level to what it is today. And now he is also coordinating the research at the AUUP level and working with Vice Chancellor's office. Over to you, Dr. Khatri. How you feel that now, having heard these deliberations and their vision in PSA office, how would you think that you should carry forward these steps?
Thank you, sir. Welcome, Dr. Mohanty, again from our side at Amity University. As our Honorable Founder President always says, that this university has to be a research and innovation-driven university. And you had heard a lot of scientists here who had worked. Dr. Salomati sir has mentioned about Tashkent campus. This was established 4 years back at the invitation of government of Uzbekistan. So they had invited Amity from India, and only university to establish their campus in Tashkent from India. And we had established, now 4th year is running there. So it is well settled now in terms of initial process that has gone through. And with definitely our blessings of Founder President, we have to reach to other countries also. As you are hearing various scientists here and our experts who have been working in specialized domains, and that is our objective, to define more clusters. For example, we have on water, we have on climate change, and definitely experts like you, with your immense knowledge and the resources that you bring, the context that you bring, the expertise in terms of the government objective visions that are there, how MET can benefit out of it, and how we can lead and support in the objective and vision of our Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji, how we can support from our side and how we can learn what to be done. And definitely with your presence today and August gathering with others on the dais, we are going to benefit a lot. And definitely it's time now only to be focused on research. Academics is not going to suffice.
Thank you.
Thank you for your
Thank you, Dr. Khatri. Dr. Harsha Karkwal, can you just mention about, no, you just give it. Ranjan Patra, since she mentioned about you, 1 minute. Right. Which country did you go?
I just came back from South Korea just last week. South Korea.
South Korea. See, there were a call from SIRE scheme. Then we submitted almost 200 proposals. Neeraj, how is it?
I think, just a couple of minutes ago, you were talking about the empowerment of the private universities. I think in few cases, the distinction between a government institution and private university has vanished. And SERP-SIRE scheme is one such scheme which has proved in that direction.
How many proposals?
Out of 73 proposals Amity submitted, 12 people got selected under the SERP SIRE scheme. This is the largest number any particular university in the country could win. So I cannot say there is a discrimination.
No,
So
thank you. Thank you.
Empowerment exists.
Actually, this program, founder president himself got involved in the front line. His secretariat, we rang up, everything was done in 1 week to find a partner in the other host institution abroad. Everything was done round the clock, 24 hours. That's why SLT war room. Now over to you, Ranjan.
They are actually some of the best magnets which attracts the...
One of them is Ranjan Patra.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, sir, for giving me this opportunity. Actually, I just come back last week from the 6th month of my foreign visit from South Korea as a CRB SIRE fellow. So I see the work environment, how they are working and like that. Obviously, our MET, particularly Professor Mukherjee already introduced about the MET Institute of Applied Chemistry, how our department is working. So basically, our main focus only that now you can able to see that India is now in global power, in particularly in the pharmaceutical industry. If you see the organic chemistry is flourishing. Basically, in the pharmaceutical industry, now we overtake China also. So you can able to see that catalysis reactions and like that, sustainable way, that way actually we are working. Particularly, previously what is happening, we are using the metal catalyst. Now it is coming to the organocatalyst without using any poisonous metal like lead, like other poisonous metal or heavy metals. That is basically toxic because you can't able to purify or you can't able to probably go to the ppm level. Probably there is some metal trace is there when you are, but when we are considering about the drug, it is really necessary you should remove the metals because it have the some effect, always heavy metal effect. So we are coming to the organocatalysis reaction where we can able to use the organic molecules as a catalyst, or we are sustainable way like photocatalyst or electrochemical catalyst. Nowadays electrochemical catalyst is flourishing. So our research is just like this way. Electrochemically we are able to produce hydrogen, we are able to do some organic reaction, CH bond formation reaction through electrochemical. So we are about that. And
thank you, Dr. Ranjan. Can we just quickly give your highlights of one area because he has also time constraints.
Good evening, sir. Related to Innova Invest, like from waste to wealth, in our department, we worked on biodegradable plastics from agro waste, and we have developed up to TRL level 7, like injection moldable biodegradable plastics. And also we have collaborated with Technical University of Munich, where with the help of, Dr. Smita, we could file a patent along with them. And we are developing mulch film from waste to wealth, from agro waste and recyclable plastic. We are developing mulch films. And also speaking about like toxicity of colors and all, we could develop colors also from waste material. So we are developing many innovative projects from waste, especially also covering the SDG goals, by combating pollution, like especially plastic pollution. And recently we got a project from DBT, which was a rapid call, and Dr. Neeraj Sharma sir was there. So in that, we are developing a method to test, rapid biodegradability of all the plastics, because every industry says that all the plastics are biodegradable. So we are developing certain parameters in terms of, like IR is there, carbon dioxide elimination, and every different aspects, different parameters are there to check whether it's biodegradable or not, and give a certification on that.
Thank you. Dr. Pratima.
Good evening, sir. Well, my name is Nidhi Chaudhary, and I'm working as professor in Amity Institute of Biotechnology. My area of research is industrial and therapeutic enzymes. I'm working on the applications of enzymes in both the areas, that is towards therapeutic and industrial aspects. Other area is waste to wealth. Using the same enzymes, I am converting agro waste into value-added products. I have discovered few novel enzymes. In fact, all the enzymes I have worked upon have been found to be novel, and they have been found to have significant cytotoxic activity. So I am taking that work forward towards the therapeutic potential as well as industrial applications. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Monica.
Good evening, sir. I'm Monica Prakash Rai, professor at Amity Institute of Biotechnology. I'm working in the area of algal biotechnology. Here we are working on mainly two projects. One, we are using algal biomass for bioremediation, phycoremediation waste, treatment of industrial waste like distillery spent wash we are treating with the help of algae. Recently, we have also used primary and secondary treated wastewater from sewage treatment plants. Ukla sewage treatment plant we visited and working with them, algal-based remediation. Secondly, we are using algal biomass for biofuel production, biodiesel, and other value-added products also we are generating from algal. And currently, I'm working on a mission innovation Department of Biotechnology project with University of Nottingham in this area. Thank you.
Yeah, quickly, please.
Good evening, sir. My name is Dr. Monoranjan. So, after completing 7 years of postdoctoral experience at IIT Kharagpur and KAIST, Korea Advanced Institute of Science and Technology, I have joined here as Associate Professor and Ramalinga Goswami Fellow. So here I am working on waste to wealth using the microalgae technology. Here we are using wastewater and as a liquid waste, and we are using food waste like orange peel extract and sugarcane baggages as a solid waste. And in addition to this waste, we are using also carbon dioxide, flue gas carbon dioxide for the cultivation of microalgae. And after getting the biomass, we are targeting to different fuel and different products in addition to biofertilizer. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yes, Dr. Seema.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Professor Seema Garg from Applied Sciences. My research area is basically photocatalysis. In that, I mainly prepare nano-photocatalytic material for degrading recalcitrant organic pollutants. So in that, I have covered all mainly methyl orange dye and rhodamine B dye and other phenol, bisphenol A, benzotriazole kind of organic pollutants. Yes, so I prepare the material using by green method. So in that I use waste material also, which is obtained from the plant, and then I made the efficient photocatalytic material, which is more efficient than already reported in the literature. So this is kind of work I do, and I have prepared a prototype also in my laboratory to treat wastewater. So directly the wastewater can be passed through it, and when we collect it, it will be completely clean without problem of the recovery issue of the material. So we are doing the work on it, and we hope that it will be transferred to the company with the help.
No, he was just whispering into my ears. Lot of people working on waste to wealth.
Yes,
and so it's a great appreciation. Let's clap for you all. Thank you.
This was happened actually because of your motivation and blessing, really, sir. Thank you so much.
Bless you.
A very good evening to all respected dignitaries and respected seniors. Myself, Dr. Neetu Singh, and actually I am looking after two important centers, Amity Center for Agriculture Extension and Amity Center for Biocontrol and Plant Disease Management. Sir, actually these centers are mainly involved for farmers and with farmers. So basically we are evolving packages, farmers friendly, also economic, also cost effective and environment friendly. And these packages comprising of sustainable components like neem oil seed cake, fungal bioagents of locally isolated strains we are using, and botanicals also. So, and we are also involved in a national food security mission of ministry. This is very important program, and we are associated with this program since 2013. And in this program, we are covering 200-acre area per year especially for increasing production area under oilseed crops, under pulses, making our country self-reliance in this field. And our main focus is to save our farmers from chemical farming. So we are evolving different packages according to the location specific problems. So this is my area. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Dr. Deepshika Pandey.
Good evening to all. I'm Professor Deepshika Pandey-Katare. I'm Deputy Director of Amity Institute of Biotechnology. This is one of the biggest institute in biosciences and biotechnology in Amity University. We have around 2,000 students in UG, PG, and PhD programs. Plus, we have 83 faculty members. So you have heard few of the faculty members working in the area of biofuels and bio-waste management. Around 35 faculty members are working in the area of plant biotechnology, agriculture biotechnology, environmental sciences, as well as wastewater remediation. So we are having a lot of government-funded projects which faculty members are doing. Even the biopolymers and bioplastics from the industrial waste. And there is a wastewater treatment by algae and resources of some importance things are there. As far as myself, I'm a medical biotechnologist, a human genetist, and working in the area of early diagnostic and prognostic biomarkers in various diseases, neurodegenerative and type 3 diabetes. Thank you.
Dr. Neeraj.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Dr. Neeraj. I'm Additional Director, Amity Institute of Defense Technology.
Technology.
This institute we have started in 2021 to fulfill the dream or realize the dream of the Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, Atmanirbhar Bharat, particularly in the defense sector. And that is the dream of our founder president, sir, also. So we started giving, offering a program, MTech Defense Technology, in the association with DRDO. The unique point of this program is one complete year they will be working in DRDO labs or some industry, defense industry, and they do their MTech project in there. And after that, we have also started PhD Defense Technology and integrated program, 5-year integrated program in defense technology. Actually, this is a very multi-phased area. So we all faculty, we are working on this area. So we are working on the drones. We are working on the regenerative clutches system. We got 10 lakhs project for this, and we have submitted this project back to the government. And our students have worked on that. We are also working on a different patents, materials, and all this. Before I end, I just want to know if you are talking about the millet processing unit. So you are particularly talking about the hulling system. Yeah, that is only, no, sir. Because I have seen that there are many machines are available for that. But a specific demand, is there anything that cost is around 8 to 10 lakhs for the processing unit?
Because I want to add one more thing here. See, once you remove that code, then the shelf life decreases. You know, as long as the codes are there, then the shelf life is more. So this is the problem with most of the millets. So the processing is also important, and that's why I raised that question. So maybe because what I reviewed from a few scientists from Indian Institute of Millet Research, this is the one areas of concerns. So one of the areas where actually need to have a prudent technologies and for processing of the millets. So post-harvest technology is important for millets. So we need to have all aspects, not only the machinery part, as well as the processing, as well as improving the shelf life, all those things. And so
thank you. Thank you, Dr. Neeraj. Can we have Dr. O.P. Sinha?
Good evening, sir. I am heading Amity Institute of Nanotechnology. This is the first institution in India. I started in 2003. And my team is working on the industrial waste water treatment using the different nanomaterials, especially photocatalytic property of the sponge method. And then my team is also working on the hydrogen production. And then We are also using the kitchen waste. Whatever the kitchen waste is coming, we are trying to convert them in the carbon material for the super capacitor application or the battery applications. And ANT had the privilege that Professor A.K. Sood sir was associated with the Amity Institute of Nanotechnology as a member of the Board of Studies during 2005 to 2009. So thank you, sir.
Thank you. Now, I would request Meenakshi Kanojia. She is looking after the technology transfer. There is a Directorate of Innovation and Technology Transfer, and she has transferred a number of technologies. I think next week you have planned 2 technology transfers.
Yes,
so why don't you mention something about your activity?
Sir, good afternoon. First of all, welcome to Amity University. I'm Dr. Meenakshi Kanojia. I'm working in Directorate of Innovation and Technology Transfer. So in Amity, the focus is not only on research and translation. In addition to this, the focus is on commercialization also. So at this moment, we have already transferred 20 technologies in different domains, including you have heard about the agriculture technology, Rutonic and all. And next week we are going to transfer 2 more technology. One is from Dr. Nidhi Chaudhary. This is the amino acid sequence of novel protease enzyme from ginger, a special variety of ginger. And another one is the sensor to detect the heavy metal and bacteria in the water. So our directorate not only transfer the technology, we do technology mining, assessment, evaluation. We bring innovator and the industry at the common platform. We look after the legal terms and condition of the agreements. We draft the agreement. And apart from this, we provide the post-transfer support also. We look after the compliance of the terms and condition of the agreement. And if in case the technology is not at the level which it can be easily transferred to the industry, so we help the inventor to increase the maturity level of the technology through various available schemes or in collaboration with the industry through R&D collaboration or the sponsored research. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Now, you want to say something? No, just one or two more. Founder President, he keeps listening right from the beginning. So he had sent a first message to be conveyed to you, and also his grateful thanks, appreciation for you to spend such a long time. But he wants to share with you all and also our colleagues who do not know, Founder President has a family connection with Dr. Ajay Sood, our PSA. The Kurukshetra is the place where the marriage of Dr. Chauhan was held, Ashok Chauhan and Dr. Mrs. Savita Chauhan, the chance, yeah. And in that Kurukshetra University, our Madam Chairperson, Dr. Mrs. Amita Chauhan, did her master's in Sanskrit. And she's also a PhD scholar in Sanskrit. So in that place during the wedding, probably the father of Dr. Sood, V.M. Sood, he has attended the wedding in 1972. That is one connection. The second connection is that teacher of Dr. Mrs. Amita Chauhan is also the university where he studied. His father, Sood's father, also was playing a very important as Pro-BC, controller of examinations, very, very high responsible positions. He has also attended the wedding, perhaps. And also the other important connection which he has mentioned, both Srimati Anitaji is the wife of our Honorable PSA, and also Dr. Mrs. Amitaji, which is our Madam Chairperson. And they might have studied together in the same university. So that's a lot of connections, family connections, so which I thought some of our colleagues may not know. Founder President, thank you for sharing this very, very important information with us. And he keeps messaging to me all this so that I could also share with you. And he has also conveyed that he has profound appreciation to Dr. Monoranjan Mohanty, Mr. Saurabh Datta, and also our own alumnus, Mr. Jayanta. So all the three, he has conveyed his personal greetings and also best wishes for you, for your family. Plus, he is such a spiritually evolved person. So any blessings from him, it means a lot. So that is why he has conveyed his blessings to all of you. And the other request which he has is that there's a big gap to our Gopal Bhushan. He has, Gopal, now last word before we request, after he speaks, Mohanty, we would request you to speak about this because you brought the whole important delegation. So we would now request Dr. Monoranjan Mohanty to, you have listened to these presentations and now you might have already generated a lot of thoughts, ideas. And so we are here right from founder president and all members of science and technology Thunder Force. We have a Thunder Force. We have almost 3,000 science and technology persons in different labs. We want to contribute to your mission. So we need your margdarshan, how you feel that we can connect with you. And we will come, now having listened to you, all of them will come with concrete proposals, deliverables coming to the nation through you. So over to you, Dr. Mohanty. We want to listen to you. Gopal. So Gopal, would you like to say anything? Afterwards, after you speak.
Maybe from my colleague from PSA. No, it's okay. Jayanta, you want to say something? No, I'll do that. Okay. Thank you very much, and thank you, Founder President Johanji, for such a nice and wonderful message for all of us. And definitely, the blessings from you will help us. Not me, maybe the fraternity sitting here. Everybody, they need your blessing and move further in life. So, first of all, a big thank you for inviting me here and sharing my experience and listening to your experience in research, innovation, and in technology, upcoming technology also. Because I want to, being at the office of the PSA, to put some thrust on this West 12 mission. Because after listening to you all, what I found, most of the work related to our mission, which is very good also, because through our mission, what we are looking for? We are looking for technologies, innovations that are available rather for, managing waste, be it plastic, agriculture, electronics, any kind of waste that are generated, maybe solid waste. When you look at any technology, we always see that, how they are helpful for our society. So the technology that are developed here, are they applicable to the field condition? Because we know that most of the technology that are developed in the lab, they need further maturity as well as further work on those kind of technology to be available as well as applicable to the field conditions. So when I listen to you all, then I'm just linking with my mission, our mission, West World. So are these technology are ready for deployment? I would say that because we have been working in this area from the office of the PSA since 2019 and 2020 with the mission started. So from that day onwards, we are looking for technology that are really deployable. So we have deployed a few technologies in and around Delhi. We have identified many. We have listed them in various waste management sectors. And through that, we found technology at community, which are applicable at community level, as well as at individual level, as well as for the urban local bodies. I would just mention one technology, that Drain Master, which actually deployed in Barapola drain. You can see the stretch of Barapola drain, a kilometer of 2 to 3 kilometers, they're very clean. That technology, that is the applicability at large scale. And similarly, the technology that we are developed, waste management sector is very huge. And definitely, I would like to see in details of those technology and discuss with you. Maybe we can have some kind of presentation so that we can, hear in what I would say, in detailing of the technology. Because through our mission, we would like to definitely want that Amity University be associated with us, help us to take the mission forward. And some of the technology that are developed, if they are applicable to the field conditions and applicable to the society, definitely would like to promote those technology and take it further. And because our technology is for the masses, for the people of this country. And yes, and one more important thing when Dr. Selvamuthi discussed about Swastha Sarathi Fellowship, because our aim is not only just to showcase the technologies, but we want to reach the community level. That was one of the reasons actually we in 2021 announced the Swastha Sarathi Fellowship, where we involved school-going students to community worker, anybody in India, they can be part of the fellowship. The fellowship is for 1 year, and it is not about development of bigger technology. It is about any kind of innovation that are useful for waste wealth, or maybe generating some kind of wealth, or management of waste at individual level or at community level. So through this process, we identified more than 350 fellows, and we called them, the fellowship is for 1 year. We invited them to Delhi and a 2 days program to showcase their technologies to us, because in fact, they have videos of those technology in our website. We have those, but we wanted to, encourage them, empower them so that they can come to Delhi, then exhibit their technology to the people around, because there are many visitors. And so through that, we could reach more than 3 lakh people through them. We use them as our messenger of all those things. So they are our warrior, whatever you said. Yes, SNT warrior. So like that, we try to reach. So these fellows, as young as 14 years to 70 years, 70. So when we had that program in Delhi, IIT Delhi, in 30th of September and 1st of October, some of the oldest couple, actually 70 years old, then she and her husband, they came to the stage and said that we have never had such kind of fellowship where people like us got a chance to showcase whatever having in our mind, showcase to the people and to the public, and exhibited here. So this is one of its kind, I would say, that fellowship, and they appreciate really, because this is what we want actually, making making technology available to the individual level, and let everybody open their mind, then think about something different, be appreciated. That is what actually, this is the way we can improve the STI ecosystem of the country. So I would like to see that if such kind of programs are there in your organization, and I would like that these fellows may get a chance to work with you, and we can invite a few fellows, have some kind of 1 month program with you and stay with you, because this is one kind of encouragement as well as empowerment. We don't want to leave them like that at this stage. They are school-going children. They must have gone to the universities by this time. But we want to continue this legacy of helping and encouraging them. And definitely we are looking forward to your help, sir, because this is give them a platform to learn more and learn something from the people like you, because there may be school-going children, maybe community worker. We never know, because we didn't list, the scholarship is for this type of fellows or that type of, no. Because we have 3 categories, one for school-going, one from university-going also students, and for others, open to all. So definitely, that is one area I would say that we are having collaboration with you, and find the modalities, how to go about this, and how they can undergo training at your university. Then, apart from them, definitely, yes, there are many opportunities where Office of the PSA and Amity University can work together. Definitely, when I talk about the mission, West Wealth. So I could find that since you have developed so many technologies, definitely to showcase these technologies. We need to have seminar, conference, all those things, because it's going on. We are having collaboration with Confederation of Indian Industry, FICCI, then there are many. So they always give platform to young innovators through some conferences, workshop, and so definitely, and I would say that Amit Invest will get a chance to showcase their technologies, or R&D, whatever they have, whether they are fully matured or in the process of getting mature. They can showcase that also through us in different conferences. They will get a platform, maybe a session to present their work also. This I could say that this way we can involve, and you be the partner in that. Then yes, one important thing is waste to energy. In this sector, we are targeting green hydrogen, that may be from agriculture waste, maybe from the biosolid, something like that. So energy means I'm talking about hydrogen. Okay, you may get methanol, ethanol, I mean, ultimately you may go to methane. But from there to hydrogen is more important. And the technology is not yet mature, not many technologies are available in India. So in the process of, we need some kind of R&D on this also. So I request your team also to look at, from waste to energy sectors, getting green hydrogen. So this is one important area the government of India also considering, as well as it's an important area, and hydrogen is a good fuel. So this is one, and any other things I would like to listen from you also. These are few things, and then Saurabh, if you have anything in mind to add to this, because you are also he's also one of senior member in our mission. So maybe I might have left something. You would like to add something to this? Yes.
No, sir, I think you have covered succinctly almost everything. First of all, I would like to thank founder director sir's best wishes and blessings. Really thankful to you, sir, and thankful to everyone for bringing this session together. And it was a privilege listening to all of you. Being from a chemistry background and spending several years in wastewater treatment, it was wonderful to listen to the work of Dr. Mukherjee, Dr. Behra, and some of the other scientists who are doing algal biotechnology, and everything was quite interesting. So I think what I would say is that the whole purpose of these interactions is to basically now expand the scope of the Waste to Wealth mission, because over the last 2 to 3 years, what we have been focusing on identification and deployment of few technologies, but we need more technologies. And many of the technologies that are probably right now at a TRL, let's say 4 or 5, which are currently under development in Amity University, maybe it's time to look at scaling up those technologies and taking them to TRL 7 and 8, so that they can be directly deployed, or at least we can do some pilot studies, pilot implementation support. And I think that's where the Waste to Wealth mission plays a big role. And I think if you just connect to us and show us the technologies that you're developing, then maybe we can look at how to deploy them. Sir, if I just may add, Dr. Mohanty, is that we have this month-end platform under the PSA office. If some of you may have known that there's a month-end platform under the PSA office which connects the R&D technologies that are on the R&D stage in various universities. It connects it to the corporate and industry for funding and for the scale up. So maybe that is something that you can look at. And also as the Jal Jeevan mission, that besides the technology, it also has rolling applications for R&D proposals. So some of you who are if you are looking for funding and looking for more outreach of your R&D projects, it's something that you can apply on the Jal Jeevan Motion portal. Just to mention that the Jal Jeevan mission timeline is like this 2024. So you will have to look at a very short timeline of maybe 6 to 8 months for your projects. Like projects more than a year probably would not be accepted. But otherwise, thank you. It was a privilege listening to everyone. Thanks.
I'd like to add one more thing to this. Maybe we can, if you agree to floor joint proposals or programs or innovation challenges, then definitely would like to see that office of the PSA in their West Wealth mission and in collaboration or in association with, Amity University, because all the time we float challenges in the various sectors in waste management, whether it's plastic, all those things, and we identify technology. So this is one area I could see that we can have some kind of collaboration so that be part of these challenges, because through these challenges you'll get some kind of technology you never know, maybe because there are many companies, they have different kind of technologies, the startups and the enterprises, they come forward and present their innovations in particular areas of waste management. So through them only we get to know many technologies that already exist in the market. So that will also help your scientists and professors to know more about the availability of different kind of technology in India. And definitely we are looking for more indigenous. And one more important thing is the carbon neutralization program or carbon credit, because at this stage, definitely we are looking for technology that are carbon neutral. So this area also we are looking at, not only just capturing any kind of technology available, we always see that they are carbon neutral. And this component we have introduced our set of matrices that we formulated for evaluating different projects. So whatever you are developing, make sure that they're carbon neutral, because in the future we have to compete with the rest of the world. So your technology should be carbon neutral and at least low emission of greenhouse gases, something like that.
Dr. Mohanty,
yeah, thank you.
Since Mr. Saurabh mentioned about Jal Jeevan Mission, I'm glad to inform you that UNICEF, who is overseeing the implementation of Jal Jeevan Mission at Chhattisgarh, they have given a 5-year contract and funded the project to see that every district we are deploying our Amity pass-out students who passed out from MTech, and we have employed about 20 of them. They are in 20 districts of Chhattisgarh and monitoring the implementation of the Jal Jeevan Mission. And also, not only that, giving technology input to them so that they may not know except to give the connection, water connection and all, but their implementation, efficacy, what impact it has made. So this is, now we are going to expand from Chhattisgarh state to almost at the national level. So UNICEF has given a sign just about a few days back. Initially we did that for 2 years. Now they have extended for next 5 years for the Jal Jeevan Mission. Thank you so much. Jaita Ghosh, we want to hear from you.
So most of it has been covered by Sir and Saurabh here, but I'd like to mention one thing, which is the technologies that cater to India's real-time problems are what we're looking for. And I hope Amity is doing a good job at that, because there are multiple technologies all over the world, but India's base related problems are much different from the world. And having technology that cater to the real-time challenges is very, and we try to help you and support you in every which way which is possible for us to do. And thank you so much for having us here.
Thank you, Jaita. We are very proud of you. Let's give a big clap to all the 3 distinguished guests who have come to us. Now,
yes, the final line. So I would like to thank you all, as well as particularly Dr. Subramurthy inviting our team to your office. And I never imagined that would be such a big discussion. I thought, okay, 4 or 5 days sitting in a room and discuss and we'll go. But nevertheless, it was pleasure to meeting you here, and I enjoyed thoroughly each minute I spent here. So thank you very much giving me the opportunity, my team, to speak about our mission, about our office, and various problems India is facing day-to-day life. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Gopal, just you give the concluding remarks. In the meantime, can I have the felicitation to be brought, Dr. Goodwill, Dr. Vaibhav, Sneha?
Actually, sitting in the room, 4 or 5 people, was an original idea. But we've been talking to Dr. Ashok Chauhan sir, our founder president, and he's been asking us the total program. Then in the morning, we had a long discussion, and we decided that we should have more audience to get benefited by your presence here. And I'm very happy that we had a house full today, and the people participated in a very big way. So we thank you and Mr. Saurabh and Mr. Ghosh for coming here and having this session with us. And it is because of the motivation we received from our founder president that we outreach to various institutions we could collaborate with. In the same series, we already had 1 or 2 sessions with your colleagues, Dr. Ketki Bapat also in you, and then once we had Dr. Sindura also. So we want to contribute in our big way. You've already seen the capacity and the capability of our faculty and technology being produced here. We want to contribute in our Indian mission to make self-sustained, especially the empowerment of rural area, in whatever way we could do. So, like you suggested, we already had some plans. After this discussion, we probably would seek the comments and the feedback from our faculty, make a consolidated report, and we'll come to you, discuss it. And we would be happy to start with a small footing, probably, which are the priority areas of yours and ours, and slowly we build upon that. On Manthan also, the other day, the Honorable PSA had briefly mentioned about Manthan platform. And I have gone on Manthan, the portal, and saw exactly what is being offered there, demands side and supplier side. And I intend to go further on that to get registered ourselves so that we do get notifications.
Everybody from your university.
Yeah, correct. So we'll encourage all the faculty to go and register themselves on Manthan so that they can get all kind of notification where then you can participate. It's a very innovative portal and it's been very successful. And I think we already started 2 years back. I think last year probably it started. So that's a roadmap for us. And I, on behalf of Founder President, I, on behalf of Dr. Salamurthy and all the faculty here, wish to thank you. Thank your team also. It's been a wonderful conversation, and we wish to continue in future also. Whenever it's convenient for you, either you can come here for a smaller, after we agree on certain projects, and probably we can have a closed door meeting with all of them. So thank you so much. It's a pleasure talking to you and pleasure to have you here.
Yeah, Neeraj wanted to say
just one word, as my colleague Dr. Gopal Bhushan was mentioning about the Manthan platform. We have already gone through that platform, and in which there is a call from the UP Electronics Corporation Limited to create Center of Excellence. Yes. So we are into preparing that kind of a proposal. So Manthan platform, we have already gone into this.
It's a good platform for
yes.
arts and science, this academia, as well as industry.
Yeah. So please do register. All of us have to harness these potentials of Manthan. So please convey our love and affection and also our best regards to the PSA, Dr. Jai Sudji, and also founder presidents, especially conveyed his greetings to PSA as well. So please convey that as well. Thank you so much, founder president. Thank you for joining us all through the program. I know how busy you are. So I wanted to specially thank you and for making this really fruitful, outcome-oriented program and the impact reaching out to a larger cross-section of our faculties. And we are very, very grateful to you for your blessings. Now, on your behalf, we are just presenting a small memento for our guests. Memento.
Thank you very much.
Please come. Just one of you can hear. You go that side. This is for you. Dr. Khatri. Thank you so much for each one of you. Now take it forward, all that opportunity, the gold mine which is available, mine it. Best wishes, blessings.
Thank you.